This is the first artillery owned by the Arab Revolt, Eilat, Israel. You can already see part of the promised land. Yemen actually sent ballistic missiles and it was shot down over this water. Al-Sharif Al-Hussein bin Ali Mosque, ancient city of Ayla. And this is the Aqaba Church.
Welcome!
Hi, good morning friends. I'm still in Aqaba, Jordan. It's the southern point of Jordan. And it's by the Gulf of Aqaba, which is in front of us, and that's Israel across the Gulf of Aqaba. And behind me, this is the castle, Aqaba Castle. And by the way, guess who is this guy?
Assalamualaikum, everybody.
Yeah, this
know me?
This is my Arabian friend I met in Afghanistan, and now we met again when we split in Iran. He went to Iraq, and now again in Jordan. We
Remember
finally met.
for me? Tuk.
Yeah, Duke. This Duke from China, not Arab. Well, anyway, this is the sixth tallest flagpole in the world. And today, because you already visit this area, I wanna take you to the museum. But I think it might be closed, but the door is open, so let's check. This is a very historical place. It's called Sharif Hussein House Museum. So originally, if you follow the last video, the castle was actually taken and captured by the Arab Revolt, and the leader of the Arab Revolt at the time was Sharif Hussein from the house of Hashem, who later actually the family who still rule over Jordan till this time. So at the time, after the Arab Revolt, this was supposed to be made into the palace. So it's his house, Sharif Hussein, the founder of the basically Jordan kingdom. Even though the first king is not Hussein, but his son Abdullah. And this is the museum. So let's see if it's open, because I heard they actually exhibit some relics from the 7th century, very early. Let's see. So this was part of Sharif Hussein's house in the past, quite historical. And there used to be some exhibits from the 7th century onwards, but unfortunately I think because it's under renovation, the exhibits have been moved somewhere else, and it will be reopened next month. So nothing here except maybe for this gun. So this is the first artillery owned by the Arab Revolt. I think it was the one used to take down the fort next door that we visited yesterday. And also this part is part of the Ottoman railway, the Hijaz railway. And yeah, I think only this part is left, so nothing much to see because the museum is not exactly open yet. So we'll just go and travel around Aqaba. Let's go. Okay, so I'm out of the museum. This is the Arab Revolt Plaza, and I want to show you the front. This is the Gulf of Aqaba, and as I have showed you in the previous video, that is Eilat, Israel. So you can already see part of the promised land mentioned in the Bible. That's Eilat, Israel, and that's the main city of Aqaba. We are walking there right now, but here you can see that the sea is really blue. So I think if the weather permits, we're gonna snorkel here. Maybe not exactly in this place, because there is an underwater military museum like about 10 kilometers south. You can see tanks and aircraft. See, very clear. Okay, let's go. And this is the beach here, and again I told you that's Aqaba and that's Eilat, Israel. And just 4 days ago I heard the Yemen actually sent ballistic missiles to Eilat, and it was shot down over this water by Arrow, the defensive weapon to counter missiles. So you can imagine, maybe some nights, if you're lucky, or actually not lucky, you can see fireworks in the sky, missiles being shot down. Anyway, let's continue. You can hear the song of Happy Birthday. There's someone having a birthday today. Someone on that boat. And actually, it's also my birthday today. So I'm lucky. Actually, before they sang in Arabic, Happy Birthday. See? Here? Yeah, birthday song in the Gulf of Aqaba, Israel and Jordan. Really nice, right? Yeah, really good. You can see here in Aqaba in Jordan, now it's already a place for tourists, a lot of foreign tourists, not like Saudi and Emirates. In Emirates, a lot of international people, but there are expats working Here it's tourist chilling because from Europe to here the flight is really cheap. I heard like only around $20-30 because this is a special economic zone. And you can see the boat. Actually you can take that glass boat and see the corals down there. But I think I'm gonna snorkel later, not now. Anyway, let's keep going. And maybe, you know, who knows, maybe we can actually cross to Eilat visa free. Sometimes in some countries they allow for a one-day visit. So just put your passport there. And the boats are here. And if you remember last night at sunset, there's a patrol boat sounding the alarm and the boats go back to the south. I think it's curfew. I don't know about now. Anyway, it's a good place, Gulf of Aqaba. Gulf of Aqaba, Jordan side, definitely a good place to chill. See? You can even see some people snorkeling. I heard there are some good couples all the way from here to the south. And there is an airplane there, doesn't look like a commercial airplane. Or maybe it's a private, I don't know. Really nice. This is Al Sharif Al Hussein bin Ali Mosque. So it's named after the founder of the Hashemite kingdom here in Aqaba, named after him. Quite cool. And here we're already nearing the city center. So Aqaba is not really a big city, even though I think it's the 6th largest city in Jordan, but the population is not much. I think around 160,000 people. Not so big of a town. That's why we can just walk around. And here there is like some Byzantine wall, Ottoman gate, and interestingly there is a early 4th century church, or even late 3rd century. So it's like the oldest purpose-built church in the world that remains, older than the Church of Nativity in Jerusalem, in Bethlehem, and the church in Jerusalem also. Here we can see some fast food restaurants like McDonald's. There are others. In fact, I'm gonna eat at Pizza Hut for lunch. And behind this McDonald's, we are going to the old city, ancient Islamic city of Ayla. So this area used to be known as Ayla. In fact, the city of Eilat that we saw, the Israelite city over there, behind this tree, basically across the Gulf, it's named Eilat after the ancient city of Ayla, which was named Ayla during the Roman era. And the remains of the city is just here, besides the McDonald's. Let's see, it's at the back.
Hello.
Hi, hello.
Hi.
Hi.
Yeah.
Hi. Are you digging? Excavation?
مصنع كراسي.
Can I go there and see?
Go.
Yeah? From where? Where's the gate?
You.
Okay, from there? Okay, I come, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. So I think there is an archaeological excavation here, Ayla Old City. And they invite me in, so let's get in and get a glimpse of this Ayla Old City. Maybe one view from here, from the top, looks better. That's the ancient city of Ayla. And we're gonna go there and check the excavation. Early Islamic Ayla. Let's go for a few minutes. See, let's go. The city of Islamic Ayla. They keep mentioning Islamic because, see, built by Caliph Usman 650 AD and continually inhabited until now. So it's a really early Islamic city of Ayla. So let's take a look. Here there are more explanations. So it's around 1100s. So it's around the time of the Crusades. The city moved from the ancient town, which is right here, Ayla. They moved to the fort, near the fort where we were earlier this morning. I think probably it's because they are fleeing from the Crusaders. So they moved to a safer place, which is near the fort. I think that's the story. This is the old town. You can see it's still being excavated. So I would say the wall here, the stones, it's still original. This one, Yes, I touch it. From the time of Utsman. Well, maybe it's renovated later, but at least the foundation is from the Rashidun Caliphate, Caliph Utsman bin Affan. And right now, you can see the archaeologists are working over there, and we're gonna visit them and maybe get a little bit of insight from them about this place. So this part is actually the mosque of Ayla. So it's very ancient, and I heard there's a mihrab towards the east. Maybe it's that one, I'm not sure. And they are digging and excavating, they are cleaning up the land. So this is the work of archaeologists, you know, cleaning up. And hi, thank you.
Welcome, guys.
Yes, Obey. Yeah, and what's your name?
What's your name?
Obey.
Obey.
Yes.
You Muslim?
Thank you. No.
وليش؟ Muslim good.
Muslim good, of course.
God.
Of course.
My name is
La ilaha la ilallah.
Oh my
Okay.
God. My name is Rashid. You listen.
Rashid.
You
Okay.
listen. أشهد
Asyadu
أن
inna
لا
la
إله
ilaha
إلا الله.
illallah.
You Muslim.
Okay. Oh, Allah Akbar.
You
Okay.
Muslim يا إخوان. Islam.
Yes.
Good.
So this is the mosque.
Yeah.
Where's the mihrab? Where's the mihrab? If this is the mosque? The
Yeah,
mihrab.
you Muslim.
Yeah, where's the mihrab?
الله أكبر.
Okay. Yes. Okay. So,
بدنا نحرر القدس. Listen. بدنا
بدنا
نحرر
حجر
القدس.
القدس.
You listen. بدنا نحرر القدس.
What does it mean?
بدنا نحرر القدس.
It's difficult. Again.
Free Palestine.
Oh, it means for Palestine?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh.
You listen. بدنا
بدنا
نحرر
حرر
القدس.
Quds.
Yeah, you listen. بدنا نحرر القدس.
بدنا حرر Quds.
Good.
Yeah. Okay.
You Muslim. Good.
Okay. That's the people here. They're very kind. Indonesia.
Indonesia, welcome.
And are you originally from here, Jordan?
Yeah, you're from
Okay.
Jordan. You from Tafili.
Okay.
Tafili, Aqaba no good.
Tapi Aqaba no good.
Aqaba no good.
Aqaba no
Tafili good.
Okay, I don't know.
Aqaba no good.
Okay.
Tafili good. Hello, you from Aqaba. You from Aqaba. You from Aqaba. I am from Tafili.
Tafili.
Good Tafili.
Good. Okay, maybe we should go to Tafili later.
Yeah,
Okay,
go
okay.
Tafili.
Okay.
This is the gate.
Begin. Okay, that's the people here. Very nice, very kind. You know. Okay, so let's go and see the other part of the archaeological site. That's the atmosphere here. As you can see, there are a lot of people. Well, maybe not a lot, just that one guy, very vocal, who supports Palestine. And well, I think it's a very important and sensitive issue, especially if you know that Israel just over there. That's Eilat. By the way, I was saying about pointing to the mihrab, and I guess this is the mihrab. As you can see, it's pointing towards the east, towards Mecca, because you can see here. Yeah, I think that's the mihrab. So this is the ancient mosque, you know, from the time of Utsman. So it's very ancient, the mosque of Ayla. So this part of the area, you know, it preserves a lot of things. Probably one of the first mosques in the world, probably, I'm not sure. And there is also one of the first church, which is over there. So let's visit the church. But before that, because you're already in this archaeological site, I want to show you some other buildings. We know that one is the mosque, but I don't know what this is. Probably, you know, other residential places that surround the mosque. You can see. I'll show you. Looks like a room. I don't know whether it's a pillar or well. And yeah, that's it. Probably this is the ancient alleyway. Very cool, yeah? I like it. I'm walking right now at the town of Ayla, an early Islamic city located by the Gulf of Aqaba. And probably it was a walled city, and this might be part of the gate. You can see still in good condition. This one especially really good. Yeah, I like it. And now you're already in the modern Ayla. Well, it's called Aqaba now. Ayla is Eilat over there, but basically it's the same region. Wow. Okay, let's continue. We go to the church, the oldest church in the world, the oldest purpose-built church in the world. Now I'm walking about 200 meters to the north, and we will see the extension of the city, Byzantine city wall a little bit, and then the ancient church. You can see Aqaba is a resort town. There are a lot of resorts here because it's a nice place to go to, especially during winter when it's very hot in Europe. A lot of Europeans come here to get the warmth of the Gulf of Aqaba. There is a giant map of Aqaba, so this is Gulf of Aqaba. We are there, but I showed you earlier this morning. We were from here, Aqaba Castle, and we visited the Aqaba Museum, the Sharif Hussein House, and the Great Arab Revolt Plaza, and then we walked along the beach all the way to see the Masjid Hussein, and then Aqaba early Islamic Ayla, and that's where we are right now. We're gonna see the 4th century Roman church and get the pizza for lunch there. And so that's Aqaba. This one is a bigger map and map of Jordan. Aqaba at the south. We're gonna visit Petra and Wadi Rum, and then go towards Amman in the north. So let's go. Here in the middle of the city, see the city of Aqaba. There's a small desert left undeveloped because I think this is also an archaeological site, even though they have not yet excavated this area. But at least you can see the wall. Here they call it the Byzantine wall. They claim it's from the Byzantine era, so probably before the Islamic conquest of this area. So perhaps the even older city, I think they call it Aylana. I think Aylana. So before Aylat and Ayla, it's Aylana. So I think this is the older city, Aylana, and just besides the city wall of the Byzantine, we have the Aqaba church over there. Let's get closer. And this is the Aqaba church. So it's only excavated in 1998, and they found out it's a church, and it's a purpose-built church because the architecture resembles a church, and there is a small cemetery probably in that area near the Byzantine wall, and they found a bronze cross. So the bronze cross and this place, it all points to a year of 290 something until 300 early. So it's the first purpose-built church. I mean, like building purposefully built as a church. You know, there are older churches, but they are built as a house, for example, or an inn, and they are converted into a church. But this one was built purposefully as a church. So it's older than the church in Jerusalem and in Bethany. There might be other churches, but they all didn't survive. This one might have survived because during the Diocletian persecution by the Roman Emperor, because this place is far remote from the Roman control, maybe that's why it survived the persecution, and the church was survived until it was destroyed, I think in year 360 or something, because of a major earthquake. But this is the church. So I think there is some information there. Let's read a little bit and confirm whether what I say is correct or not. So this information board confirms what I read online. This is the church because purposefully built because it's in the form of a cathedral. And here you can see from the entrance, side aisles, and the sanctuary. So I think we can get in, but as you can see, there are some restoration projects, some mud bricks built, I think I don't know whether it's for the church or not. But as you can see, so this part I think used to be the sanctuary. Yeah, not much left to see. That's unfortunate. And maybe some of the findings we can find and see later in the museum in Amman. And maybe next month, if the archaeological museum here reopens, then maybe we can see the exhibits there also. But anyway, so this is like the oldest church. The oldest church remains in the world, purpose-built church. So that's it. And actually, there is another ancient architecture, the Umayyad Gate, but I think it's basically the same, from the same age with Ayla Old City. So we're just gonna have lunch there in Pizza Hut. And on this road, there is also a visa center. If you wanna visit Israel, they don't actually issue visa from the embassy, but you need to go to this appointed agency, especially in Jordan. It's raised. Okay, let's go. Behind me is the sign "I love Aqaba," but there is a car blocking the view. That's unfortunate. And also here you can see some graffiti. Look at the mosque, the moon symbols. It's pointing up. We are here at the commercial area, and you have some restaurants, KFC, Pizza Hut, Popeyes. They're all here. So we're gonna eat our lunch here. We are now in Pizza Hut, and you can see not many people, and the aircon is off, so it's not that good. But the price, I think it's quite normal. I take the menu here. You see, large pizza about 8 for pan. So I think it's okay. It's Jordan dinner, relatively cheap for Jordan, I think. This is the pizza, ranch chicken, and super supreme, and lasagna. So let's try. I think it's good. The bread is a bit too fluffy, I think, but overall it's good. But it's hot here, so I don't know. Might not be a good place unless you wait until night. Okay, anyway, let's enjoy. See you later. Okay, now we are taking a taxi to border with Eilat, Israel. Hi, I'm back at the hostel. So we went to the border, and there the police, we asked nicely to the police, but the police said no passing. So currently the border between Aqaba and Eilat is only open for people who work in Eilat. So other than that, nobody, because before the conflict, a lot of Israelis actually come to Aqaba to travel to Wadi Rum, to Petra, a lot of tourists, but now no Israelis after the conflict. So the border is closed. That's why when we visit the visa center, it was closed. So that's it. Ikuti terus Bang Jago. Sampai jumpa.